Today, I'm going to show you how to legally steal your first house. The first thing we need to do in order to steal a home is we need to have really good credit. So real quick, I'm going to run through the exact credit profile you're going to need in order to steal a home. So first off, we want to make sure that we have a really good credit age. So meaning you've had credit for at least 4 to 5 years on average. Now, a way to jumpstart this is to add an authorized user credit card to your profile. So if you're 18 years old right now and you want to steal your first home, I would highly recommend you check with family members that have really good credit history. Make sure you can find someone that has a card that has, let's say, a $20,000 credit limit. It's been open for 10 plus years and they have a low utilization of maybe 10%. Get yourself added to this card, make a deal with that family member. Say, hey, I just need it on my credit profile for about a month, 2 months. I need some history. You can keep the card. I'm not going to spend anything on it. Shit, you can even cut the card in half when they send it in the mail. Okay, I just want it for my own history. If you have a family member that loves you, I had my grandma did this for me, and it really helped out my credit. Second step, you want to open a personal checking with Chase and open a business checking with Chase, and you want to season these accounts. Do whatever you can to get money in these accounts for a good amount of time, 30 to 90 days, have $5,000 sitting in each account. Next, you want to create an LLC. Okay, this has got to be a low risk industry type. So consulting, marketing, advertising are all really good low risk business models that banks like to lend to. Next, we got to build our personal credit stack. This is a basic beginner stack that you're going to be able to get approved for if you follow this method. Now, it'll only work if you have an authorized user reporting and you do not have any derogatory marks, meaning no late payments, no collections, nothing negative on your file. You'll be able to get approved for a Freedom Unlimited, and you can do this by going into a branch or just applying online. And this is a great beginner card because you automatically start earning points. You get a sign-up bonus of 20,000 points, and they have 0% for 15 months, which is pretty dope. Next, after you use this for 91 days, you'll have history on this. Pay this off every single time before the statement date. No late payments. Keep everything clean. Then you can go in and apply for your second card. Second card is an intermediate card. This is a partner airline card. This is the United Mileage Plus Explorer card. It's going to give you 60,000 mile sign-up bonus. You get club lounge access, which is awesome, and free check bags and priority boarding. You're going to then use this new card for 91 days. I recommend keeping this one active as well. Just put on a subscription like Netflix or something to keep it open, put on auto pay. And now after you've used your United Plus for 91 days, we have sufficient history on here, especially on all of these cards. Everything's reporting great. Your profile history is growing. Now we can apply for the Big Daddy, the Sapphire Reserve. This is an actual advanced credit card, and this card looks incredible when you go and apply for business because you actually have decent credit limits now. So the minimum that they can approve you for on a Sapphire Reserve is $10,000. So this is your minimum credit limit. You might even get more. You're going to get 3x on food and travel, 60,000 sign-up bonus, and you get a 1.5x bonus, more points when you redeem for travel. Okay, so this is your stack that's going to now allow you to get your foot in the door with business credit. Okay, and then finally, you want to have one of the following before we apply for these business cards. You want to have either a mortgage, a personal loan, a car loan, or a student loan. If you don't have any of these, you can add a pledge loan to your profile. I talk way more about this stuff and how you can do it at no cost at all inside of my community. Okay, so make sure that your credit score is good. You should have over 700 at this point. You should have low utilization. Okay, you should have under 3 inquiries. You should have perfect payment history. And with all of that being said, now we are ready to get a business credit stack that's going to give us the sufficient capital to steal a house. Okay, so this is what you're going to do now. The first thing I want you to do is apply for an Amex charge card. Okay, this can be a business charge card or a personal charge card. It does not matter. It's just going to get us in the system at Amex. It's going to start to build our relationship. Okay, so I recommend getting the Amex Business Platinum. This is one of the best cards because you get the Centurion Lounge. You have very large, purchases you can make with the spending power they give you, and you get 1.5x points on all purchases over 5K. And like I said, it starts your relationship with Amex. The cool thing with Amex is they're only going to pull an inquiry one time. So this will be your one inquiry. And now on these other cards, you're not going to get any inquiries because we already have one. We're in the system. Now we can keep applying for Amex and they're never going to pull. They just use their internal records. Okay. Now, once we have this approved, we're going to go on and apply for 2 more cards. And we're going to apply for this one first. This is the Amex Business Plus card. It's a 0% for 12 months. And if you're approved, okay, you can immediately go ahead and apply for the next card, which is the Amex Business Cash. Now, once you get these cards in the mail, if you're not happy with the limit, let's say you have a 7K limit on both, you're going to call the number on the back and you're going to request a 3x credit limit increase. Amex is known to approve these about 90% of the time if the limit you got was small enough. Okay, so if you got 7K, now you can get 21K on this card and 21K on this card. Maybe you only get it approved for one card, denied on the other, but that's still 21K in additional capital. Okay, next we're going to apply to the Big Daddies. These are my favorite business cards. I actually have over $115,000 limit on just one single Business Unlimited card. Okay, these are 0% for 12 months, and I highly recommend that you apply with a relationship manager at the branch. So when you went in to apply for these other personal cards, you should have made a relationship with a relationship manager, send them an email, shoot them a text, whatever, get the application done through them, and they can request a higher limit with the underwriter, and they work directly with the underwriter to push that application and get it approved. Now, once you have completed this stack, even if you only got approved for one of these and one of these, you will have around $20,000 of capital for your first home. And that is all you need. And I know that because that's how much my entire house costs with the down payment and furnishing. Okay. Now, you can also fund a new LLC as well and get ready for another stack if you do want to do a balance transfer, because the method of how I'm going to show you to purchase a home, you will not be able to pay off the cards in full from the cash flow on year one. It would take about 2 years or more. So if you do want to fund another LLC in the meantime, season the bank account, build relationships with the U.S. Bank and Bank of America by getting personal checking and business checking with both of them, seasoning money in there, building that relationship, and then when you're ready, you can go in and apply for their 0% cards, and you could balance transfer from these ones to the new ones on the new business. So let's get into the house now. So in 2020, I purchased my first home with a credit card. Yes, you heard that right. I took a 0% Business Inc. credit card. I had a $30,000 limit, and I liquidated $20,000 off of the card with manufacturer spending. These are advanced methods that I go over in depth inside my course inside of Credit Class, which you can find out more by clicking the description, the link in the description. So I liquidated that money. I sent it to an alternative bank account. It was a Wells Fargo account. Now I had $20,000 in cash sitting in that account that looked like income. Okay. So the house was a brand new build. No one had ever lived in there before. It was a 4-bedroom home, 2,400 square feet. It was an FHA loan that I got, which was only 3.5% down of the total cost of $426K. So I only needed $14,910 out of pocket on that down payment. And the really cool thing about this home, because it was in a new up and coming neighborhood, they added a 10-year tax abatement on the home. So I did not have to pay home tax or property tax on this house for the first 10 years, which was a huge bonus for me. I was all in on this home for $14,910. I wired the money from my personal checking to the loan, the bank, and they gave me the loan. Okay. Then I used the rest of the capital on that credit card, $5,000, to furnish the home. So all in, I was $20,000 deep into this house, 100% funded from the Chase Business Inc. card, zero money out of my pocket. Now, here's how we turn this home into a business. Even though it's a primary home, I am able to get roommates. So I filled this house with 3 tenants. They were all entrepreneurs, so it was really dope. I lived on the 3rd floor. It had like a little kitchenette area. The whole entire 3rd floor was my room. So it was almost like separate. I didn't have to spend too much time with everyone else. And I traveled a lot too. So it was very doable for me. I cash flowed in that 1 year that I was living in the home $500 a month, which was $6,000 a year. In year 2, I moved out and I got an apartment in Miami, and I filled up all 4 bedrooms. So now I was able to cash flow an additional $250 a month, which came out to $750 a month for all 4 bedrooms, $9,000 a year. In year 3, I raised the rents, and I was cash flowing now $1,000 a month. Year 4, raised the rents again, $1,100 a month. And in year 5, I just sold the house last month for $61,846 in profit after I paid off my remaining mortgage balance. Now, when we add up all the cash flow and the profit from selling the home, I made $102,000 from a $20,000 investment off of a Business Inc. card. You heard that right. Chase Bank made me $102,000 from a house that I was able to purchase directly with a 0% credit card. Now, this is the wire. Just want to show you the proof of the $61,846 after I paid off the mortgage that I received. And this was last month. Here's the date, April 4th, 2025. Okay, so look, if you want to learn how I'm helping thousands of everyday people, normal people with 9-to-5 jobs, leverage business credit at a 0% introductory rate and purchase income producing assets that are going to give them the cash flow they need to live a life of freedom so that they can go travel the world for free with all the sign up bonus points that they're getting and all of the points they're getting from these business cards. We get top tier status. We have the top travel hacking course in the game inside of Credit Class, and you are going to live a lavish lifestyle without spending any of your own money. So if you're interested in seeing if you can qualify for this program, we are hosting a very special Memorial Day sale starting tomorrow. So if you're interested, go ahead and book a call down below. The link is in the description. We're only taking on 5 new students at this sale price. So if you're looking for a discount to join the #1 credit community, go ahead and click the link in the description. And with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this. Go steal your first house because it will make you a very rich man.